welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Virgo. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. So, wind chime first. I feel like there is an idea coming to fruition or something that's like taking off more than you thought it would. A little bit of a good surprise. But I also wanted to say, Virgo, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'm sorry if you were waiting. You may have noticed I like to post in groups, right? So the earth signs, you saw Capricorn, Taurus, where's Virgo? I actually already recorded your reading. It was a really good reading, actually. I used the Metamuse, and one of the extra cards, or I guess the extra card that they have in that deck is called the Tree of Life, which meant whoever I was reading for, you have a very important thing happening in your life. But the audio on the recording that I had for your reading started going in a loop about halfway through. So here we are. We're going to take another stab at it. Yeah, I think we'll start with the Fairy Godmother Oracle. I don't know, Virgo, I just kind of feel like there's some sort of ancestor kind of like looking out for you right now. So maybe that's why I was drawn to the Fairy Godmother. What do we have for Virgo? Oh, well, I like that answer. I said, what do we have for Virgo? We have abundance for Virgo. Virgo, if you've been going through, a pretty difficult time, the way you've handled it, the way you have, focused or invested in the right things is paying off for you. It's harvest season, right? I keep saying that. And what you've been doing has demonstrated a commitment to being your authentic self. And it's been noticed. Damn, Virgo. We have wish. So Spirit has a sense of humor about this situation. They want to grant a wish for you, Virgo, because of how you've handled a particularly challenging situation. Or perhaps, remember I said we saw that Tree of Life? Perhaps you've made strides in terms of your personal, like your spiritual journey, dealt with some trauma or healing that needed to take place. Because even though you seem to have a very particular idea about who you would like to spend your life with, it looks like the universe would like to grant that for you. Fickleness, huh? Fickle. Why are you so fickle? So I feel like, Virgo, I'm reading for possibly a masculine, but somebody who has maybe been a little bit of a non-believer in love, maybe spent too much time around people that didn't really demonstrate what unconditional love looks like or what actually caring about somebody looks like. And, after a lot of exposure to something like that, it can be maybe a little bit challenging to believe in the good stuff, right? The like fairy tale love. So I think that's where we're at. Virgo, we're going to continue with the Voyage of the Soul Oracle. Wisdom, exactly. See, you've grown as a person. We have unlock, gateways, key, training, knowledge, soul power. So for those that might find it amusing, I literally have like somebody dancing down like the soul train line in my brain right now. Like, I feel like somebody's excited because even though, they had to rip a band-aid off of a pretty big wound, they got through it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this was difficult, but I handled my business. I did it, and I'm smarter for it. I just had like a rush of cold air, and I have no idea where it came from because, like, even this fan isn't on right now. Okay. All right, so we have collective, global, together, united, earth, consciousness, and star seeds. Virgo, who are you? I think you've been answering that question. I think you have found out more about maybe what your calling is or what your gifts are. And it's making you feel more connected. It's making you feel like even though being your authentic self may separate you from one crowd, it might just be because that crowd was the wrong crowd. It's not your crowd. So we have spirits and indulge, and this is under wish, so I really like this. The other side, souls, veil, mediumship, and contact. So I may be reading for somebody that has the ability to connect with the other side. Or I may be reading for somebody who has gotten a message from, like maybe during a dream, from somebody that has passed on, telling them they're going to get their wish granted, telling them that it's time to enjoy life now. You guys, I have to share, this is such a perfect card because one of my favorite, some of you may not know this, but I'm a painter. One of my favorite pieces of art where like I finally felt like I was actually like able to do something halfway decent looks just like this. It's just like, it's literally right over there. It's just like an orange background with the palm trees in the foreground. So I feel like there's something here about someone manifesting this wish. They knew what they wanted. Fickleness. And then we have ethereal, heavenly, angelic, airy, mermaids, fantasy, and daydream. So, Virgo, there is a love interest here. Now, this could be somebody who is very focused on you, or this could be you very focused on someone else. It could even be both. ¿Por qué no las dos? So we have a very magnetic person here. You may even view them, or they may view you as an earth angel. There's something so divine about this person. Like they inspire people. Intimacy. So Virgo, I feel like this connection is one of those, like I never really felt like I could connect with somebody the way that I have with this person. Again, I feel like there's this undertone of, I never really saw a great example of healthy romantic relationship, so how can I believe in it? All I've seen is example after example after example of people not being compassionate or having unconditional love. This could be something that started, of course, in childhood with the relationship with parents, but I feel like there's something here about whoever I'm reading for finding what they thought was like, a unicorn right in front of them. Like, are you real? Can I poke you? And after encountering this angelic, ethereal beauty, I feel like it was really hard for somebody to appreciate the shine in others because it was duller than what he'd already found, or she. We're going to continue with the Rider-Waite. Yeah, so here we go, Virgo. Well, actually, I do feel like these are supposed to be together. There is a sense that something in your environment that has been there for, a while, at least a couple of months, has made you feel defenseless or like you were up against, Goliath and you were David, right? But there was something here about maybe an organization or a collaboration, perhaps a small group, that you didn't see initially. Maybe you had admiration for them, maybe you wanted to be a part of them, maybe you wanted to be friends with these people. Maybe it's a family associated with a love interest. But this person is holding a flashlight, doing an investigation. And I feel like while you may have felt defenseless, you also felt like the people you found yourself surrounded by did things that were indefensible. And I feel like this situation highlighted for you the difference between your intentions and those of the people around you. You have the biggest wand. These people were holding you back. And I feel like upon further investigation, you realized that you didn't want to be a part of this organization or community or group. And I feel like what initially got your attention here was somebody who communicates with the other side, or you had a dream about somebody that's on the other side. I feel like there's definitely some protection here for you. Yeah, exactly. Clarifying spirits, we have the Knight of Wands. There's at least one ancestor here that is like following you everywhere. Like, we're gonna get this right. Nobody's gonna mess this up. There's something big happening in your life right now, Virgo. Something that you, I think, at first or, for a long time, didn't really believe in. And now that you've gotten a glimpse of it, you believe in it. You see things clearly, King of Swords. And you want to indulge. You want to enjoy this. You may want to take a vacation with this person. Holy shit. Queen of Pentacles. You see her as wifey material, huh? Yeah, I feel like I'm reading for a Virgo masculine, but of course, take it how it resonates. Anyone can show up as the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Swords. So what I do see, though, is somebody being, like, smitten. And this fickleness is like, I don't see myself being able to open up to or trust anyone like I trust this person. This Queen of Pentacles is, loyal and honest and reliable. She says what she means. But we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. I think there was like a false start here, or some sort of like self-sabotage. Oh, I have some new cards, you guys. I know, I have a problem. I don't even know how many sets I have right now, you guys. Yeah. Alright, what else do we have for Virgo? So one of the reasons I wanted to get these cards, aside from the really cool, like, tea-stained, color scheme, is they have these little quotes at the bottom of the image, and I feel like it does a really good job of getting to the main idea behind the card. And what I see here is somebody who didn't have the courage or the confidence in their own strength or lovability, lovableness, worthiness of love, whatever it is. Somebody didn't realize what they were actually capable of until they went through this ordeal. And it was like, somebody splashed cold water on him while he was sleeping. But this person has risen to the occasion. I mean, we have strength here to indicate that somebody was tested. The little blurb underneath the picture says, "You don't know your own strength until it is tested." This masculine has been tested and has passed. Upward inflection, because I think there's maybe one step left. We'll get into that. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. We have indulge here, remember? So there's a sense that there was something here that was divinely orchestrated, divinely timed. There was some healing or courage that needed to be, fully baked in this masculine that has now been awoken. Oh my, I just got chills, you guys. Okay, so I feel like part of the communication that this masculine has received is that they are encouraged to take action towards this one and only. It feels like they don't want to entertain any other options right now. Fickleness. And so I feel like there could have been a message, or they've been seeing signs, maybe like this person's name or favorite number, something weird like that, right? But they've been getting signs to indulge, right? Like, yeah, no, we know what you want. You passed the test. Why are you just sitting there? Like, your favorite cake's just waiting for you in the fridge. You just need to grab a fork. So we have somebody that might be a little bit timid. At the bottom, we have timidity? Somebody who's being timid. Unselfishness. Decisions made. Finding help. Somebody has gained control of the situation from a, like, I know how to handle this, right? Kind of standpoint. And it started by getting a hint, then it progressed to verifying the suspicion, making the decision, and now we have the Chariot. Somebody is working up the courage to take action. Towards this Queen of Pentacles. And what do we have? The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is all about action. It's also about communication. So it could begin with digital communication. But with the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, there's a possibility this person is going to skip that step. Like, I know where you live. Just knock on your door. See if you're home. Hey, what's up? Or what's your favorite dessert? Can we chat? Oh my. This is beautiful. So we have the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Six of Wands in the reverse. And what I see, Virgo, is a masculine embodying the Queen of Pentacles energy. A masculine who previously had failed at communicating on an intimate level, didn't know how to say how he felt. And now we have somebody that wants to be protective, generous, charming, intelligent, kind, truthful, and practical. Focus on your home, family, success, and abundance. He is mirroring her energy. All right, so we'll get a little more clarity here for you, Virgo, with the Metamuse, which I used the first time around. We'll see if we get the same cards, huh? This is pretty similar to what I saw, maybe a little bit more romantic, actually. I feel like there may have been something in the last, 12 hours that has made this masculine, more decided or eager. He's mastering his emotions. If you resonate with this masculine, first of all, give me a like or a subscribe. Second, I'm proud of you. Look at this. This is somebody who went from not believing in love or emotional connection to mastering his emotions. There's also a peacock behind the King of Cups. I feel like this is talking about somebody who has maybe had a little bit of an ego death. Not so much I need to fall out of love with myself, but somebody reined in that haughtiness that, I'm too good, I don't need to work on myself ever. And now we have this balance instead, because I'm seeing two of those little eye things in the peacock thing, at equal level. And I feel like this masculine has been working on his emotions or healing without really having too much contact with the feminine. We have the Queen of Wands here, and they're not looking at each other. He's been working on healing, and she, I feel like, has been conquering the world. She has been building something. So the Queen of Wands is a warrior queen. This is somebody who has fought battles, somebody who's magical, somebody who's alluring, generally seen as pretty attractive. And it looks to me like instead of focusing on love, this feminine energy has been building something, maybe working on a project. They can, when you have the fire sign collection, those cards can also be speaking of creativity. So there could be somebody writing a book, somebody recording an album. Six of Cups. She still thinks about the memories. There's a sense that this Queen of Wands is aware that she was a little bit ahead of this masculine in terms of the spiritual journey. It's not a competition, okay? It's not like you get extra abundance or abundance with a capital A just for getting to the finish line first. What good is abundance if you don't have somebody to share it with, Mr. Fickle? I think this Queen of Wands knew she needed to focus on herself, even as she was remembering with fondness how she felt about this person. she knew he had some healing to do. So she gave him space. This action, especially if she was, acting gracefully or respectfully when things ended, this could have actually been something that really helped this masculine see the potential or see that love does exist, right? Somebody being able to say, I love myself so much that I'm going to wait until you're healed. No hard feelings. So I feel like there was something a little bit intimidating about this feminine energy. The way she's sitting in her throne, she's just like, yes. Like, there's nothing that I cannot handle. What do you got? So we have the Princess of Cups clarifying the Nine of Swords in reverse. There is patience regarding somebody's emotional immaturity here. The Princess of Cups in the reverse gives kind of like a naivete or a emotionally immature kind of vibe. So I feel like somebody was acting either irrationally or maybe responded in anger or was just really struggling to be honest about where they were coming from, what they wanted, who they were. But they've been working on authenticity. So as a result of this emotional immaturity, or how this feminine energy was treated, I feel like this feminine, this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, decided to, take a break, take a breather. I feel like this is somebody who's very comfortable with solitude. I think she also knew that this masculine would have a change of heart. We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Remember I said he's matching her energy. He knows what she puts out and that she won't accept anybody that's putting out a different signal, right? It's like, are we on the same level? Because here's where I am. And if you're here, then, we can I don't know, go to the arcades or something. So we have the Hierophant in the reverse, the Seven of Wands, and Death in the reverse. Here, I'll show you. Somebody needed protection from a group that was associated primarily because they're low vibe, is the best way I can put it. I think when this masculine realized he needed to remove himself from a community or a family or a situation that really wasn't jiving with his, goals or his morals or standards, it was uncomfortable because he felt like he was on his own. But do you see how we have lightning in the background? This is about clarity. This masculine energy felt more empowered, not defenseless, but able to defend himself because he knew he had truth on his side. And I think to some extent knew that he was on the side of God. We have Death in the reverse. Before I move on to that, I think there's also, for some of you, a chance this masculine got protection from, or even knew that he was getting protection from, this Queen of Wands, even if there's a distance, right? It's like, there's some sort of magical connection, like walkie-talkies, between the wand in each of these pictures. The Queen of Wands and then the chick doing a little dance there. I feel like This feminine energy was sending some sort of energy to this masculine to give him a little bit more courage or strength. And I think he felt it. We have death in the reverse. I think both of these individuals know the connection that they both think about is not over. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying the Princess of Cups in the reverse. I think at some point this masculine energy felt like he wasn't financially stable enough to provide what he wanted to this feminine, or maybe felt like she outdid him in some way. I think it's a great time to just throw out there that it doesn't matter who makes more money in a relationship. What matters is whether or not you take care of each other. End of story, right? So we have Queen of Swords coming out sideways. This is the challenge in this situation. There's been some injustice done here. I think there was a feminine energy, perhaps an ex or a mother or sister, who was sitting in judgment of the divine feminine here. This person may be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And I feel like for some of you, this feminine energy was trying to imply that this masculine is not good enough for the feminine. For others of you, I think this Queen of Swords was trying to say the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles is not good enough for the masculine. But this person was meddling for their own reasons, not because they were speaking truth. Okay. This is somebody who doesn't want the masculine to complete his spiritual awakening. We have the Chariot in the reverse and the Hermit in the reverse. This Queen of Swords may benefit from keeping the masculine in a low vibe. What I mean by that is you're much easier to take advantage of when you are not happy, when you are not healed. When you are in a depressed state or hopeless, people can take advantage of you. They can convince you of things and you might be more vulnerable or gullible. Somebody wanted to keep this masculine unhealed so that they could take advantage of him. It's part of why they wanted to keep this masculine away from the Queen of Wands, because she's powerful. She is healed. Obviously so. Like, everyone knows it. It's one of those things where you just like you might even feel her energy before you even walk into the room where she is, you know? Like, yeah, no, I'm here and I'm good. All right, let's see. What else do we need for you, Virgo? We've got a little bit of a heavy situation here with the Queen of Swords. So, okay. Pertaining to justice, I always feel a little bit of a tug towards the Masonic tarot. So, especially since there's some sort of religious undertone here, seems to make sense. All right, what else do we have for Virgo, please? And then just a quick reminder, when I did this reading the first time, you had the Tree of Life come out, saying there was something very important here. There you are. It's your spiritual awakening, Virgo. Or your person's spiritual awakening. This is you not letting somebody get in your way on your own spiritual path. I feel like somebody tried to tell you this is the right thing, this is the belief system you should have, and you found your own. See how we have the third eye at the top? This is you no longer wanting to be guided by others, wanting to guide yourself by your intuition and your wisdom. I'm proud of you. Because with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, this is giving you hope. You're starting to see things change the way that you wanted them to. We have the Nine of Gold. Now, I know it's tempting to view this as Nine of Pentacles. This is actually like the Nine of Wands, so the wounded warrior. And what I see here is somebody who actually got a bit of a lesson because of what they were prioritizing when it came to relationships. Remember, we have somebody here who knows exactly who they want. This person is not like anybody else. This masculine was a little bit too fond of people that stroked the ego, people that maybe were good arm candy. There's something here about learning a lesson about who you choose as your partner and choosing someone who wants you to be in this elevated state instead of somebody who wants to hold you back. Exactly. Queen of Chalices in the reverse. There is no longer a desire for people who, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Chalices in the reverse, are codependent, needy, clingy, emotionally abusive, or manipulative. That's no longer happening. Dunzo. See you later. This person sees hope and a new beginning in somebody who isn't like all the rest, who isn't like who this person has seen in everybody else, you know? There may be a different religion or some sort of cultural difference here. There could be somebody in the family that doesn't feel like this love interest would fit into their family. I'll take that as confirmation. If we have somebody who is super authentic, that has inspired this masculine, there's a really good chance that there's somebody in this masculine's family who feels threatened. Well, how am I supposed to control little George if George is in love and, you know, his wife is all bossy? She knows exactly who she is. I can't boss them around now. What am I supposed to do? You know, that kind of thing. Knave of Golds. This would be like the Page of Wands in the reverse. Someone wanted to prevent your growth, hear bad news about your life, because when you are upset, they can control you. Again, when you are not healed, they can control you. Always be focused on healing. There are people in my life who don't understand me. Probably a lot. But one of the things that I've heard is that people can't really understand how after I trip and fall and scrape my knee, I'm back on my feet in 2 seconds. I know that I am at my best when I am healed. And if something is going to threaten my healing, I walk away. Every time I need to heal, I will find time to be in nature or be by myself, because when I am in this state of needing to be healed, I am less capable of manifesting the life that I want. It's important to always seek to be healed. Seek to change what we are capable of changing that will have a positive influence on our life. And I feel like this masculine energy has realized that in order to bring about balance in his life, temperance, he needs to remove the toxicity. There's somebody here that creates drama or chaos or gossip with the Five of Gold, which is like the Five of Wands. And they don't need to. But why do they do it? To keep this masculine out of balance. Needing somebody. No more. I think this masculine is onto them. Or if you're watching, you are now. All right, let's close this out for you with a few zodiac fortune telling cards. Make sure you give me a like or a subscribe. And then I think after this, I'll do a no contact reading. See if that gets any additional insight for you guys. Your life partner will be a person of strong will. Love and happiness is in store for you, more so in the future. So this is telling me there's somebody that has a pretty strong character. You already know who this is, because you're fickle. It may start off slow, but it's going to be one of those that snowballs. More love, more happiness, more love, more happiness. You're going to be like pinching yourself, like, is this my life? What? It's because you did the work, dude. Good on you. So we have some hasty news coming in. It's a letter that you will receive that you need to act on at once. It doesn't have to be like snail mail, physical letter. There's going to be something that feels out of nowhere, something that shocks you, some kind of notification that may be pertaining to this wish or this fickle choice, this divine love. Once you get that notification, Spirit is asking that you act on it at once. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Virgo. Sorry again about the delay, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, that rhymed. Okay, see you later.